Shalom, everyone. Welcome in. I hope that you're doing well today. Peace to you is what shalom means. It means perfect peace. So I hope that if you're not in perfect peace, that you do find it today. And welcome back. If you are returning back, I appreciate you all for returning back as often as you do, as I say. And I mean that. I pray for my subscribers, and I really hope that you lift me up as well, because I need your prayers. And if you're new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around and all of that. My channel is very intense. I feel energy, and I will speak right out of that space, so you'll just have to learn me as a reader. It's different here. I read the cards a little differently, and so you'll just learn in a different way. Anyway, anything and everything will come out on this platform. I ask at the hand of the Most High God only by the Holy Spirit. Okay, I'm not into any kind of witchcraft, necromancy, none of that stuff. All that stuff is against the Most High God. And so we talk about that realm that people are dabbling with a lot on this platform. It's very dangerous. But anyway, I only ask at the hand of Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. And if you don't know him, stick around. He's a God of many things. War, he'll fight for you. He'll shield you. He will give you wisdom. And we need to get wisdom and knowledge and not be ignorant, because he teaches us that if we're ignorant and we don't have no knowledge, we're destroyed there. And it's a dangerous thing to be destroyed and live in this realm and be destroyed in the next life. So we want to live forever, eternally with the Most High God. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Yehovah, I just appreciate you so very much. Just come on in here and just begin to speak. I have freedom of speech and I have rights. Nobody has a right to take my rights away, nor yours. I say that for legal purposes because I'm dealing with a criminal if you are new. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is coming out. If she's upright, she's very grounded, very kind, very caring, very stable, very productive type of energy. Could be this could be you, this could be your mother, this could be a boss figure, this could be a grandmother. Any feminine energy could be out here. The Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So something either very prosperous today or not. If she's in the reverse, she's a low down scoundrel. She is greedy for gain and jealous, and she is witchy, okay? And she's just a stiff-nosed piece of little bitty in the negative. I don't know why anybody would show up that way, but people do. Queen of Pentacles is coming out. Somebody got AIDS. Okay, anyway, something physical with her, whatever that is. Somebody's got AIDS out here. We have an oppression going on. Okay, well, whatever this is, some of y'all might be dealing with money issues. A 10 is the end of the cycle, the 10 of Wands. Somebody could be feeling like they're losing their mind in a matter here. There is some type of a warfare, something public's also going on here. Greedy for gain, grudge holding, coming out. So Pentacles everywhere, stubbornness. Okay, this is also a health card. Somebody holding on with all they have, because God did say that sex disease is really, really bad. The other day, there's the little player. This is the Knight of Wands. So anyway, this is the fornicator card. So somebody got AIDS out here. It came through really strong. Okay? God's been speaking about it all week, saying forbidden, forbidden, forbidden. People been jumping in bed with same sex while they are married to their spouse secretly. It has just been, my God, over the top on this platform. Whoever I'm connecting with. This also a new beginning. A 10 will break down to an ace. There were contracts here around something. We know that because the 2 of Wands is being at a crossroad and contracts attached to something going on. The contracts came out yesterday. We had the secret society. All those people cards kept coming out sideways yesterday, and then God showed us why they were there. They were the secret society, crazy kooks attached to some stuff. It's also a sexual card. And so God just said, remember I said that the end day would be an adulterous, fornicated time. And that's why it's very, very important. If you are married, you better get your eyes on the Most High God. Somebody playing somebody out here. in and out with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. If somebody's doing something with their co-worker and somebody's a little younger, or that it is also showing this Queen of Pentacles doing something, obviously they're mixed up in some type of in and out thing here. Somebody's got something really, really bad that they are dealing with here with the Four of Pentacles. Stubbornness is as a sin of witchcraft, and we had the magic rune came out yesterday, and the magician card was there. And somebody just thinks that they can just do whatever with spells and stuff. But look, people, even if you say, well, I'll never get into magic, I'd never do anything like that. But if you sit here like this with grudges, and you are greedy for gain, and you're stubborn, and you won't open up on something, God just automatically puts you in that energy, and it literally opens up a door, and now spiritual nonsense is going on around you in a very karmic type of a way, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Something very karmic's going on out here. What is trying to bring out here, Yehovah? So something about traveling is here. And somebody, there, look at all the pentacles. Somebody might be offering, hey, take me somewhere. Could be a cab driver here. Could be some truck driver here. Somebody's trying to go somewhere to get the rite of passage. And this is a secret physical exchange then out here with her. There's now those court cards coming up again. There's messages coming. The little spy checking things out. Go ahead and check it out. We have people coveting after things that are not theirs. Things are not yours if it don't belong to you. Somebody also is looking for somebody. Yesterday it came out and stated that somebody left somebody some money in their will, and they're looking for the person to give it to them. Because it doesn't belong to, the word covet was there, and there was a blockage there. Somebody don't want the person who it rightfully goes to have it. And there was some gentleman there in the hidden space, and your family was there, and the secret society was there. They don't have a right to put their fingers on things that belong to other people. Those of you who are doing stuff like that, you're cursed. You're cursed. Show me these messages, Yehovah. It's on this Four of Pentacles. I'm looking at the messages, but it jumped on the Four of Pentacles card. Something about travel or walking away from somebody, or somebody's greedy or mad because somebody walked away, wouldn't open up, or somebody's trying to leave because they won't open up. Somebody had to push through. Why does this Eight of Cups here, please? Somebody abandoned something here. This is also a departure card. I'm in, I'm out, and then I'm out. And somebody's trying to pay somebody to do something like that. We kept getting that plot around some little relationship. Somebody pays somebody off, hey, I want you to go act like whatever with this person and get all up in here and do something stupid. That's so childish and crazy. People are nuts. Somebody is nuts. They got maggots flying out of their head. That's how people think nowadays. Let's go play a game on somebody's life. A lot of kooks. A lot of kooks out there, folks. That's why you get to be on your guard. Okay? So the Hermit's coming out, crossing. The Hermit's also earth energy. A lot of earthy energy is out here. It also goes back to medical. This house rules over medical. It also rules over your intestines as well. This is in the pictograph language, somebody storing something. Somebody storing pentacles that don't belong to them. It also can represent the gateway to the dead, trying to catch somebody up. It's filthy, dirty things in the negative. The Hermit's about wisdom because the Hermit knows. Okay, we've got the knowledge here in the lantern, but you don't really have knowledge unless you're keeping the commandments of God. Okay, because God's commandment is a lamp and his law is a light. In the Hermit and the upright, people who are in the upright, they have wisdom. This came out crossing, so you deal with people who don't have wisdom. They don't have no understanding, because God tells us there's a people in the earth realm, they don't have no understanding. They don't get it. And they are the ones that are only brought into the earth. They're estranged coming out of the womb, God says. They're just karmics, and they're here for the day of a destruction. Some people are just not going to make it to God. They just aren't. Some people are right out of your own family. Your family, my family. People who don't want to obey God, they will die eternally. So this walking away from something, looking at, hey, communicating. We're looking at the communication, but that 8 of Cups jumped out on the communication with the 4 of Pentacles. If somebody's telling somebody to not walk away, then they are sitting here trying to catch somebody up in something here, to play a little game because they're ignorant. Okay, 2 of Swords underneath this. This is a confliction. This is also a card. I'm going to sit here. I'm just going to pretend like I don't know what's going on. You liar. You liar. For some of you all, this is your family, because your family was there. Your family's involved in holding on to some things that don't belong to them. Attached to some stuff. The letter T is out here as well. Show me more information. Show me this Hermit. Hermit can be an older person, because that older man was in the hidden space, whether you're upright or not. There was something about him. There was a blockage there. There was a enemy there. Show me the Hermit. Remember, the scripture says that the wicked will do wickedly, and he calls them filthy, and he said, let them stay filthy still. Go ahead and stay filthy, because the Hermit in the negative is filthy, dirty things. Somebody nasty. Anyway, cruelty. It is, again, somebody trying to be cruel to somebody on purpose. It's a cruelty. Anxiety. Somebody lost their freaking mind out here. Somebody's lost their little freaking mind out here. Boom. Paradigm shift. This is knowledge of something. Okay, well, have some knowledge. By God, get it. Can you turn from your evil ways? Because God tells us to warn wicked people. If you don't turn and you go on, okay, about your way, and you do what you want, that's your prerogative. But I'm told by my Father, and all my brothers and sisters in the earth are told to warn wickedness. You go ahead and go on in your wickedness. Your blood ain't on my hands on that day that I stand before our Creator, who put our breath inside of us. But if you turn and you find the Father, and you found some grace, but your blood's on your own hands. Your freaking blood is on your own hands. The time. Yeah. There is something to do with because somebody travels. And I'm going to be real personal on my platform. We already know somebody messes with my technology. I have captured it just live and went live, showing it live, doing it. Okay, I haven't done that in a long time, but I've over and over and over just showed some stuff out here. Somebody just thinks they're a big shot, and somebody does set up in some type of an authority and letting some fugitive run on my identity. And the time, there's something, because the word time came out yesterday, and they're timing to being able to move forward in something and traveling in some matter is got somebody all screwed up when I jump on at certain times. Got to bring that energy through. I don't always talk about it, but God reveals some things to me. There's something here about somebody who travels, and they're a fake. Something about time, or something about a watch for some of you all. There's a delay, a procrastination of something, or something about somebody being too busy is out here coming out. Just for general energies, you interpret your own stuff that's coming out here, folks, for the information. But God's bringing this information out for you, for you to get some type of victory and all uprightness, not in some wickedness, because God ain't for wicked people. Archangel Michael's coming out here. Thank you, Most High. Because there's a war. We're dealing with kooks. Folks, we're dealing with kooks. Every day we deal with kooks spiritually. People are doing things secretly behind the scenes all day long. So you either are on the side of the Most High, or you're not. Somebody was suffering in silence the other day. Okay, well, anyway, because you won't come clean about some stuff. You don't want to go to jail. Oh, it is the person who works the jail cell, isn't it? Daydreaming. Okay, you could be dealing with somebody who is working at night and sleeping during the day as well. Whatever, there's consequences to some stuff. You could be dealing with Indian people, just for the picture's sake. I don't know. Also could be dealing with somebody whose name is Michael out here specifically. Somebody sees something, knows something. Somebody's puzzled. Are you puzzled? Let's let the enemy be puzzled. Confuse them, Yehovah. They don't have no right on people's things. playing games. If you're upright, then somebody's doing this around you. Care who you are, what ethnicity any of us are. It's about our loyalty to the Most High God, embracing in the reverse. I wouldn't embrace somebody who's got AIDS, because God kept saying that energy was just so strong. Somebody has jumped in bed with people after people after people, try to get their way because they want to hang on to this money. Show me more information. Synchronicities. This is about divine soul matches, but there's no embracing going on because somebody wants to stand in between some connections out here. Whatever's going on, somebody knows something. They're suffering in silence. Somebody knew the other day when we were reading that somebody had plotted to go gangbang rape somebody, and they knew that information. And you're not really suffering in silence. You're just as guilty as a person that either happened to or was trying to happen to. You might as well pull your britches down with them and get infested because you're already infested with something. Suffering in silence. Because this is a cruelty card. I'm not moved by you freaks. The ring and the contract. If there is jewelry attached to something going on, then there's jewelry attached to something. But this is also a proposal in the hidden space. But there's really no embracing with it. You got a karmic energy out here that wants to stand in the way of something. But there is some type of a contract that somebody has with moving or traveling or something with the matter. Okay, the cross. Oh, I know who this person is. Y'all are so nuts to me. This is the fake. There's a fake. Yeah, there is a fake preacher out here that we know about on my platform. Those of you who followed me for a long time, you followed my process and all the things that I went through, even when I was outside in my car, stranded. People knew about it. Freezing while it was snowing. Police acting crazy around me and nonsense. It's such a stupid, nasty, filthy thing in Missouri. But anyway, this church is poisonous. It's actually not even a church. It is a secret organization. It's the Masons. They're all in the church. They're all in the church. They're nasty people. Okay? They just do good works. That's all they do. They deny the true power of God. They don't really have the Holy Spirit. They're a freaking snake. And if you are upright in your spirituality, there is a snake around. Because the devil don't like you and I. If you're keeping the commandment. Archangel Michael's out here. He fights against the devil and his angels. Jehovah's going to win a war. Not some creep who sends flowers and gifts and things like that to people and just play a little game. And somebody knew I was suffering on my birthday a few years ago and I was stranded in a room and was just like every day just having faith, God just get me through, because I had a job that I busted my butt on. Somebody's like, no, I want you outside. No. And somebody sent me like 4 dozen roses or whatever it was. I'm thinking, you know that I'm sitting in here and you spend all that money for those roses and you won't help with getting a hold of somebody to do something in a just way against these freaks. It was the person playing a game with me. You don't get to play a game with Shannon, and nobody that gets involved in this is going to make it out. I guess if y'all ain't going to stop, you're going to hell. Somebody's already cursed it out here. This is a fake preacher that comes out all the freaking time on my platform. I know who you are. I know who I'm talking to. Trying to take people's stuff. Influences. That's what it's about. I'm known. You're going to be known from Shannon's platform as being a snake that you are, because I got evidence against you that could stand in a court of law. You're a murderer. Every person's got up in here and shaking hands with the person who's trying to get away with some crap. You are all a murderer now. You're consenting to murder out here. I don't care who you are and where you live. There were consequences or are consequences and bad choices to you getting up in here and getting up in this contract with some crazy creep. And this organization can take you straight to hell. You ain't influential. Not really. You're a deceiver. These people think they can buy people. Only if you're bendable. Only if you bend. We're supposed to buy the truth and sell it for nothing. It costs us to stand in the truth. Something about the past is here. Justice is going to be had. And the law is involved. When you got a police officer say, I don't know what to do about a murder case. Well, that makes the law enforcement look cuckoo, don't it? It's ridiculous. Your family's coming out again in the reverse. Okay, well, family has been hurt. Okay, completely done. Okay, walking away. Somebody is going to walk away. Or somebody did in the past, and somebody's like holding on to all they have because something's taking place out here. They got grudges and everything else. Anyway, tower's coming. Look, if somebody says, hey, I need to get up on this tower again because I'm an influential person, and hallelujah, and the snake's talking out the other side of their mouth and saying some nonsense, and I'm talking to IT workers, you're going to go straight down to the pit of hell because God's going to knock you down. There's the devil right there. There's the devilish piece of nutcase right there because Archangel Michael's here. He fights against the devil and his crazy kooks. You got the sons of Bel out here. The truth is out here today, folks. The truth is out here today. This is the devil is a murderer. The devil is an imposter. Like I said, somebody's an imposter also in the law. That they really ain't no law enforcement at all. A lot of legal people are crazy. If there is any upright enforcement, they would have done something in Missouri, but they won't because they're crazy out here. Asteroid. A family betrayal. Family's in the reverse. Family's in the reverse. Secret listening. Good. Listen to me. Let everybody listen to me. You either are going to get up and save your soul, or you're going down to the lower parts of the earth, like God said, for seeking after another person's life. You're a murderer then, because you've shaken hands with a murderer. Secret listening. Sports. It's all about sports. Kansas City is all about the Royals and the Chiefs, and it's all about the money. They don't give a rip about people's lives. When I leave this Missouri, and any righteous person that walks out of Missouri and shake our feet at this state, I really, with all my heart, and I've seen this like years and years ago, see Missouri being destroyed by God Almighty. It will be busted up, and there will be nothing left here. God's going to bring a destruction to this city. It is under a damnation when the righteous people leave. Show me more information, Yehovah. Unity on this contract. Yes. So, but really they're not. The embracing is in the reverse. You're going to end up with some sex infested something. If you try to do something with this contract out here, there's somebody trying to stand in between a divine soul match, because we did that reading a couple of weeks ago, and the Most High said there were people that were meant to be in the earth to truly be an influence for the Most High. It ain't about us. It's to bring uprightness in the earth, to get the freaks cut out. Okay, so getting into unity, it jumped on this ring here. Gold. It's all about the money, like I said. It ain't yours. May your fingers be chopped off. You're a thief, a liar, and a cheat. You're nothing but a freak. You're nothing but a kook. And every person getting up in here and shaking the hands for it, you're going to be chained by the devil, and you're just going to be freaking bound like everybody else in this stupid organization. This organization needs to be banned out of the earth realm. They need to be banded out of the earth realm. Pick through my hands. Pick over here. Pick through my hands. You hold up. It says, Elohim shall bring the wicked down. He's going to bring the wicked down. He shall bring the wicked down to the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days. But I will trust in Jehovah. Yes, I will. There's going to be freedom from a master out here. Good, because the devil wants to control you. This is servitude. You will do what I say. No, 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 no. Caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Pack your bags. Okay, well, somebody is leaving out here. Okay, so however it's going to go down, most of it's going to send some people to the pit. Woe to those who build unrighteousness and oppression. Right here, this is the oppression card. Woe to those who build unrighteousness and oppression and lay deceit for a foundation, for they shall be suddenly overthrown and shall have no peace. Suddenly, just like that. You go right on ahead. All this gold looks good. It looks good. Shake hands with me. I'll give you a little piece of my purse here. No, we talked about that yesterday. Got real kooks out there. You're going to prove if you are blessed or if you're a kook by what you do. This person needs to be bent and to go to jail. If there is any upright enforcement, y'all need to come forward right now. You either believe that God is more powerful than these kooks, or your faith and you saying that you love God is false. People just out here playing stupid games with people's lives just because of money and things that don't belong to them. You have somebody stubborn. Yes, right here. You have a Sagittarius that's coming out attached to something. Yes, they do. A funeral is involved in something. Yes, a death energy is out here. Yes. And they did something so heinous at a funeral. I've talked about it on the platform. I won't get into it this morning. But these people they're ruthless. They're ruthless. They're ruthless. And God's going to give it to him right back. Show me more information, Jehovah. What else you want? It says the truth is going to separate somebody today. Okay. Because they did something on purpose. There's a burning energy coming out. And, yes, I want you to leave me alone. It says they want you to leave him alone. That's right. We want you to leave us alone. Go on down the road. Stupid idiot, a donor. This goes back to there are big things on your license. If you are a donor, there's something that goes on in a really nasty way with that, folks. Some hidden stuff, secrets attached to donors. And I've talked about it on my other platform. I don't have time this morning. There's a con artist out here attached to some nonsense. They are. And people who, Jacob, Most High tells us to say, we have been redeemed of Jehovah. And those of you who have been redeemed, you are to say so. Devil can't touch us. Somebody's undercover. Yep. There's a bully out here. There is. Go ahead and bring it. I'll kick your freaking face in, you piece of nasty. You piece of nasty. I spit right in a bully's face. I am not moved by people. I'm moved by Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. I will not be bullied, and neither will my brothers and sisters. You know why? Because Jehovah tells us that we are confident. He gives us confidence. Shut up and sit down now. Freaking fools. You're nothing but a snake. And the last I read in the word of the Most High God is that my heel can crush a serpent's head. And I won't tread lightly on it. Got two that came up. The Urus. The UN is involved in a lot of things. They sure are. Military connections are out here as well. This is bad karma on somebody. Okay? Because you'll... Look, Archangel Michael fights for us. You're dealing with a nasty karmic energy out here called the devil. Nasty. And so somebody going to get it out here really bad. That old serpent, the devil, he don't got nothing except hell itself to burn. He don't give a rip about you. Promise you the whole world, and you lose it at the end of it. All you get is in this lifetime. That's it. So the letter U, or it's written like an N. This is also making progress or something, because something's. God said He's going to take some freaks to the ground out here. The letter O is coming out here. Uno, one. Jehovah's the one. There's none beside Him. He is Yeshua. He is salvation. It could be from an O state, or a U state, or an N state in the United States. This is money and inheritances and assets and things like that. It's also a positive rune to get, because the most I don't lose a war. That's what come out. Boy, I'm feeling some energy today. Anyway, somebody's completely done. I've been completely done with this nonsense for a long time, but my time is in Jehovah's hands. All of you brothers and sisters, just stand, because our time is in Jehovah's hands. I don't care who you are, every tongue, every tribe, every nation. Jehovah is for His people. Who is my mother? Who is my sister? Who is my brother? It's those who do the will of Jehovah. That's who our true family is in the earth realm, folks. So you either are for Jehovah or you're not, because God's separating people. People that are under this nonsense, crazy stuff, we just stand and we're going to watch the enemy go down to the freaking pit for touching you and I. Pray for me. I pray for you all. Until next time, shalom.